Hello and welcome to this brief tutorial on how to play and win at MRA's Excellence Island video game. My name is Andy Maris, one of the instructors of the Principles of Leadership Excellence series, and today I'm going to demonstrate how to navigate through and succeed at this fun and often challenging leadership game. We've worked hard to make Excellence Island fun, thought-provoking, and a safe way to practice leading the people you influence in your role as a leader. When you first enter the game, you will have the opportunity to select your character and enter your name. Entering your name is important as it will not only identify you if you have to re-enter the game, but it also will be how you are represented on the leaderboard, where you can compare your scores to your peers, as they also work their way back to civilization. Pick one of the 8 possible characters, 4 women and 4 men, enter your name and then click Select. You will then find yourself at the beach, also known as the beginner or tutorial level of the game. Select the beach icon from the area map screen and you will load the first movie section of the game. This fun and somewhat cheeky skit introduces players to the storyline. You can choose to click through and view it, or feel free to skip this part and go straight to the game itself. Basically, your team building cruise has been a Titanic-sized disaster, and you are now shipwrecked with several of your direct reports and peers, who are looking to you to lead them off the island and safely back home. Once you've completed or skipped the movie, you are now ready to begin playing the game. As I said, the first level, the beach, is set up as a tutorial to help you understand how to play. Let's take a quick look. The first screen you see begins with a black tutorial window. These windows will only appear on the beach level. Read them to find out what to do next, and click the red X in the upper right to close them. This video has been created as an alternative to these tutorial windows, but you can use them to refresh your memory on how to play as well. For the purposes of this video, I'm now going to skip to the jungle level so that you can see the actual gameplay. Just like the beach, and for that matter all the other levels, the jungle begins with a brief storyline movie to click through. Again, you have the choice to watch or to skip it. Once the movie has completed, you are ready to begin. Each level starts with another black window telling you the current situation. Just like real life, you can choose to assign tasks or to do them yourself. In this situation, you need to inspire your discouraged team. And so, even though using your own character to complete a task will score you fewer points, this is a great opportunity to buck up your team personally. Let me show you what to do. Start by selecting the red challenge icon, which in this case represents the socializing aspect of leadership. Reading the page, you can see that your team is about to fall apart emotionally. You need to encourage them to press on. The number 3 in the pocket watch icon indicates you have 3 tries to succeed at doing this. And the wooden plaque icon shows that you only have to succeed once. Other challenges may require several successful attempts to complete the task, but more on that in a moment. After again selecting the red X to exit the challenge window, you can now select the character you want to attempt this challenge. Select the character that represents you and drag him or her over to the circle icon located underneath the pocket watch. When you let go, the character will be ready to attempt the challenge when you see his or her face in the wooden circle. Since you selected yourself, hit the Continue button to attempt the challenge. The game will inform you that you cannot take any leadership actions if you are doing the work yourself. Click Continue and you will successfully complete this task on the first try. Nevertheless, being a leader doesn't mean you do all the work yourself. In fact, your leadership role at your organization is about you getting those you lead to do what they're paid to do successfully. Too often leaders allow their direct reports to reverse delegate work to them when it should be the other way around. So let's now see how this game helps you practice getting others to follow you. This is where MRA's diagnostic direction model and empathetic, emotionally intelligent communication skills will help you win at the game and, much more importantly, in your work life. As you can see, the new challenges that have appeared are a building challenge, create shelter, and a gathering challenge, find water. You will have 5 and 4 attempts to complete these challenges respectively, and you will have to succeed twice at each. indicated this time by the 2 sections inside the wooden plaque icon for each. Fortunately, you have some wiggle room here. You can fail 3 times creating your shelter and twice finding water, and still succeed in the end. You could certainly give your team a baptism by fire and assign them tasks without knowing much about the skills they have or the attitudes towards doing them. Or you can be an emotionally intelligent coach and find out what they think of the tasks at hand. By leaving each character in the selection pool and clicking continue, you can choose to chat with each character to see who, if anyone, is up to the job. Let's find out what our direct report Bill has to say about the tasks at hand. Select Chat, and Bill will tell you about his overall mood. He's not a happy camper. Select each challenge icon to see how he feels about the tasks themselves. He's even less enthused and admits to you he wouldn't even know where to start. You can also see that his facial expression is a morose one. He doesn't know how to do either job, and he certainly doesn't want to either. Make a mental note that if you assign Bill one of these tasks, you will have to train him. He is a classic A4 for both of these tasks on the diagnostic direction model. Meanwhile, you still have 1 leadership action remaining, so you could chat with Haley as well. Unlike Bill, she's enthusiastic about both challenges. But if you truly observe what she is telling you, she doesn't know any more than Bill does on how to succeed and is looking to you for direction. This is a classic A3 situation in MRA's diagnostic direction model. So you want to remember to coach Haley when assigning gathering or building tasks. She wants to, she just doesn't know how yet. After chatting, you no longer have any more relationship actions to take on this turn. By ending the turn, you can now actually assign the tasks just as you did with your own character on the previous socializing task. Drag the characters to whichever task you choose and then select Continue. You will now be able to manage Bill. Remembering that Bill will need to be trained to accomplish either task, refer to the diagnostic direction D4 tactic and assign more task and less relationship. You're going to tell and show him how to do the task and not ask him for much, if any, input at all. You do this by selecting the More button in the Task section and the Less button in the Relationship section. The word Train will then appear, indicating that you did this correctly. Select the Train button and the game will tell you if you diagnosed the situation correctly. When you see Bill responded well to training, you know that you made the right choice. Click the Next and Manage buttons to give Haley her assignment. Remember, unlike Bill, Haley wants to do the job. She needs more relationship time with you because you are going to help her to self-discover how to succeed. The direction you should take should be D3 in this case. So give Haley more task and more relationship. The word Coach will appear. Select it to see if you diagnosed her A-level correctly. And voila! She responded well also. End the turn and see if they succeeded at these tasks. In your leadership role, you need to be a detective. It helps to determine what motivates those you lead. Sometimes, however, your direct reports will tell you what they are and aren't good at. In addition, sometimes they bend the truth on these points as well. Another critical aspect of the game and in life is to lead them based on each unique situation or task. You may be terrific at certain aspects of your job, but that doesn't mean you love doing all of them, or you may admit that you are less than stellar at other tasks that you have to do. The people you lead on Excellence Island will tell you whether or not they can do a certain task. And by the way, they may try to deceive you to get out of a certain job that they're good at, but really don't like doing as well. To find out what they say they can do, left-click a character to bring up his or her island survival components screen. By selecting each of the 9 task categories, one at a time, the character will tell you if they can do the task or not in their talk bubble. You can also observe the character's facial expressions, which may be neutral, happy, or sad, and confirmation of past successes or failures on similar challenges. If you select Gathering on Lucy's Components page, you will see she is good at it and she enjoys doing it as well. This is the best scenario for a task in the game. You can delegate a task of this nature to Lucy and still keep both of your leadership actions to use for leading other workers. In other words, you just let her go. You don't have to do any work here, so you still have the 2 remaining leadership actions to use on someone else. Be careful, however, as just like with real human beings, there are times when A1s turn into A2s for unexpected personal reasons. Make sure you continue to chat with your direct reports throughout the game, even though you may have a fairly good idea where their aptitude and attitude will be based on your previous experiences with them. Never take your best performers for granted. You never want them to go from being an A1 to an A2 because you didn't recognize them or dumped too much work on them and they felt it was unfair compared to the other members of the team. With that, you're ready to play the game, and there will be certain nuances that you will have to figure out yourself to separate yourself from the other competitors. And good luck, and hope you enjoy playing Excellence Island.